Now we'll welcome Southeastern Conference Commissioner Greg Sankey to the podium. Greg?
No applause is necessary. That was an accident, I'm sure. Good morning. We're going to go off script, which will make my staff nervous. 3 points of recognition this morning. I've often thought we should have a media hustle award, but I'm not really confident in what behavior that may encourage. So I want to give my first shout out to George Somerville, who I was interacting with on Twitter, College Football Chaps podcast, getting here from London. So George, you're first. Second is a guy named Ben Burnell, I think, who captured me for the first interview of SEC Football Media Days yesterday in Utica, New York, right at the finish line of a 15K, which is a new level of hustle being tracked with your race results. And the third would go to Nick Saban, who apparently was denied access because he didn't have his credential this morning and had to go back to his room. So we teach those lessons quickly. It's great for us, though, to be here in Dallas, Texas. We know we have to act to solve our own problems, and we're doing that just now. But we want the college football playoff. America wants the Final Four. We desire a college World Series or a college cup, and to do so, we need national standards. And here's where I restate some things I've said before. I'm actually the voice of our student athletes because they have said over and over, we deserve better as student athletes than to have a patchwork of state laws that tell us how to manage our name, image, and likeness. I'm also going to announce a little bit of news. It's a little bit of news. We've moved around from Birmingham to Atlanta to Nashville and now Dallas. And in 2025, we're going to return to Atlanta in the College Football Hall of Fame with our football media days. Yeah, I think I got it. So the question is, how closely do I monitor what's happening in the ACC?
Yes.
And then what are the implications? I pay attention. As I said, we're focused on our 16. I've said before at media days, I'm not a recruiter. My job is to make sure we meet the standard of excellence that we have for ourselves on a daily basis. That attracts interest. It's done that with the 2 universities that we've added this year. They're not the only phone calls I've ever had, but I'm not involved in recruitment. Our presidents have been clear that I am not going to entangle us in litigation around expansion. And so I pay attention, but I'm not engaged in those conversations. In fact, as I understand, the issue is agreements have been signed and decisions have been made among a conference, and the question is, are those going to be honored as they were established? And apparently that's for a court to decide now. The broader implications, obviously, if things change, then there's a new level of uncertainty. It already creates speculation that I think is counterproductive, but I don't spend an enormous amount of my time thinking about it. I certainly don't spend any time engaged in that recruiting activity because we're focused on our 16, and I want to be respectful of the difficulty that's currently faced with that set of issues within the ACC and my colleague, Jim Phillips.